Yahushua smote all the land, the hill country and the south, and the lowland, and the slopes, and all their kings. He left none remaining, but he devoted all the breath of life, as Yahweh the God of Yisrael commanded. And Yahushua smote them from Kadesh Barnea even to Gaza, and all the country of Goshen, even to Gabaon. And all these kings and their land did Yahushua take at one time, because Yahweh the God of Yisrael fought for Yisrael. And Yahushua returned, and all Yisrael with him, to the camp to Gilgal. Yahushua chapter 11. And it was, when Yabin king of Hathor heard thereof, that he sent to Yobab king of Madon, and to the king of Shumron, and to the king of Akashaph, and to the kings that were on the north, in the hill country, and in the Arabah, south of Kenneroth, and in the lowland, and in the heights of Dor on the west, to the Canaani on the east and on the west, and the Amori, and the Chetti, and the Perezi, and the Yebusi in the hill country, and the Hewi under Hermon, in the land of the Mustafa. And they went out, they and all their hosts with them, much people, even as the sand that is upon the seashore in multitude, with horses and chariots very many. And all these kings met together, and they came and encamped together at the waters of Merom to fight with Yisrael. And Yahweh said to Yahushua, Be not afraid because of them, for tomorrow at this time will I deliver them up all slain before Yisrael. Thou shalt hamstring their horses, and burn their chariots with fire. So Yahushua came, and all the people of war with him, against them by the waters of Merom suddenly, and fell upon them. And Yahweh delivered them into the hand of Yisrael, and they smote them, and chased them to great Thidon, and to Mashrefot Mayim, and to the valley of Mustafa eastward, and they smote them until they left them none remaining. And Yahushua did to them as Yahweh said to him. He hamstrung their horses, and burnt their chariots with fire. And Yahushua turned back at that time, and took Hathor, and smote the king thereof with the sword. For Hathor beforetime was the head of all those kingdoms. And they smote all the souls that were therein with the edge of the sword, devoting them. There remained not any breath of life, and he burnt Hathor with fire. And all the cities of those kings, and all the kings of them, did Yahushua take, and he smote them with the edge of the sword, and devoted them, as Moshe the servant of Yahweh commanded. But as for the cities that stood on their mounds, Yisrael burned none of them, except Hathor only. That did Yahushua burn. And all the spoil of these cities, and the cattle, the children of Yisrael took for a prey to themselves. But every man they smote with the edge of the sword, until they had destroyed them. They left not any breath of life. As Yahweh commanded Moshe his servant, so did Moshe command Yahushua, and so did Yahushua. He left nothing undone of all that Yahweh commanded Moshe. So Yahushua took all that land, the hill country, and all the south, and all the land of Goshen, and the lowland, and the Arabah, and the hill country of Yisrael, and the lowland of the same, from Mount Halak that goeth up to Sheir, even to Baalgad in the valley of Lebanon, under Mount Hermon, and all their kings he took, and smote them, and put them to death. Yehoshua made war a long time with all those kings. There was not a city that made peace with the children of Yisrael, except the Hewi, the inhabitants of Gabaon. They took all in battle. For it was of Yahweh to make strong their hearts, to come against Yisrael in battle, that he might devote them, that grace be not for them, but that he might destroy them, as Yahweh commanded Moshe. And Yehoshua came at that time, and cut off the Anakim from the hill country, from Hebron, from Debir, from Anab, and from the hill country of Yehudah. And from all the hill country of Yisrael, Yehoshua devoted them with their cities. There was none of the Anakim left in the land of the children of Yisrael, only in Gaza, in Gat, and in Ashdod did some remain. So Yehoshua took the whole land according to all that Yahweh spoke to Moshe, and Yehoshua gave it for an inheritance to Yisrael, according to their divisions by their tribes, and the land had rest from war.